welcomed and loved. In fact, living with polio somehow became very normal for me. In late 2002, I visited a school specially run for over 400 physically disabled girls and boys in Jodhpur in India. When I set my eyes on those children, I knew that they mattered. I knew that I cared. And I knew I had to make a difference so that they could have some of the opportunities and privileges that I've had. To show you what I mean, there follows in a minute a short video on a typical day in the life of those courageous children. To assist these children in a proper way, a charity has been set up by the name of PolioChildren. PolioChildren will raise funds for specific projects like the construction of a hostel for 100 disabled girls. Another project is to facilitate and promote university education for a number of talented children. And believe me, there are quite a few. But first, have a look at this.
Today I'm here in Suchitra Kriplani Shiksha Niketan, an institution based in some 28 miles away from Jodhpur in Rajasthan, just on the outskirts of the Thar Desert, to see the school itself and see what produces the caliber of kids who actually come to UK and against all expectations amassed a total of 9 gold medals out of 13 participants. So you see at the background, all the children now is getting together for the daily morning assembly, and over 90% of the children here are suffering from physical disability through polio, some of them pretty severe. They take an oath here to serve their country, to their family, respect their adults, and make a full contribution to the society and the world they live in. The students have dispersed back to the classes. I take this opportunity to speak to Dr. Bhatti, who is the secretary of the school and who has been instrumental in bringing the school to its present state. How do you judge someone to come to the school?
Actually, many children coming from the outside, but our admission criteria, how percentage handicapness. If you are a 80% handicap, 60% handicap, then we admit first.
I see. So the one person with more handicap, stands a better chance of coming to the school than the one
less. And it belongs to very poor family, very poor family. Then is
one thing that intrigues me, Dr. Bhatti, is that all the children here are sitting on the floor. Why is it that they do not have a desk and a chair to work on?
Because this is a boys' hostel. Boys live here in night time.
So some of the children have been subjected to school for the first time at a much later age. But it is a school's policy that even if they have a few years education, is better than having none. This little children's fascination for toys, which in the Western world is taken for granted, is quite unbelievable. Dr. Bhatti, this is what actually made me come here in the first place when I saw some of your children in the Paralympics.
In London.
In London in April this year.
Yeah. So it's good exercise.
It's to keep them fit.
Just like a dancing.
Right.
And you have seen Malcolm. Our kids do all this type of activities in London.
I see. What is Malcolm?
Malcolm is also Maharashtrian ancient history games.
It's an ancient historical game.
Historical games.
I see. But it's a national sport now.
Yeah, in national sport.
And the pole Malcolm?
Both. Malcolm, national sports. He's Janak Singh.
That is one of the winners of the 5 gold medals.
5 gold medals in London. Right. And again, this Mahendra Chaudhary, he participated also in London Paralympic.
Hasn't got strong enough legs to support it.
Both legs are not working. You've seen? Both are polio affected. You see?
Okay. And how often do they do these exercises?
Morning time is PT, just physical exercise, only half an hour. But in evening time, it's compulsory 1 hour.
I see. Do we expect the girls to come to the Paralympics next year?
Yeah, no, not sure, but you know, girls is determined. Okay, we go next time, all girls in London. So it's a big problem for me.
Oh, wonderful.
You have seen girls on rope Malcolm.
I see. The girls are on rope Malcolms.
Yeah.
How old are these girls?
She's a 9-year-old. I'm telling you, Arun, girls better than boys
In what way?
in Malcolm and in physical exercise and anyway. You see, comparative the girls, just only 4 months. You see, look,
I'm
just
sure.
6 months.
I'm sure a lot of these things that able-bodied girl cannot do.
No, not.
I've seen what a normal day here is. In my opinion, quite a long day. What happens now after the games?
But just now finished 5 o'clock game. Boys go inside hostel, half an hour they fresh up and go evening prayer and eat food and go in reading room. And 9 o'clock they sleep.
What about the girls?
Girls go on hostels far from this school.
Their own hostel, but away from the school. Yeah. I see. Will it be possible for me to join them in the and see where they are?
Yeah, please go with girls in bus.
Okay. That's the bus donated by the Lions Club? It is quite an incredible experience watching these little girls climbing up into the bus without any assistance. We now have boarded the bus for a between 5 to 7 minute journey to the girls' hostel. There is no undue haste to go into the hostel, but I'm sure they must be pretty tired and looking forward to it. We'll have a short song now from one of the talented girls.
आँख है बड़ी बड़ी और तुम मुस्कुराने की बात करते हो जिंदगी खपा खपा और तुम दिल लगाने की बात करते हो
So now we are at the girls' hostel, and I have now managed to locate the founder of the de-addiction center and also the founder of the boys and the girls hostel for the physically handicapped, Dr. Mansingh Manaklaw. Dr. Manaklaw, I have actually seen the school, and I must admit that I've been truly impressed with what I've seen so far. The thing that disturbs me a fair bit, and actually in fact shocks me coming from the Western world, is that why is the girls hostel situated so close to the addiction center here?
Really it is a matter of concern for us also. Very near to the de-addiction center it should not be done, but I am bound to do that, because if I will not do like that, they may have missed the chance of education.
Having spoken to the girls at the hostel, I was even more intrigued to find what sort of background do they come from. And there's no sure way of doing that than actually going to pay a visit to one of their houses. So we are on our way to Raj Kanwar's house, which is some 60 kilometers away from the hostel. We have finally come to Banu and Raj's house, which is on the right here. And we're going to go to the house and have a few words with their parents and the families. There's no wheelchair here, so Raj's father is going to lift her up all the way to the hut. How do you feel your children going to SKSN?
नहीं मन होश फिक्र को नहीं है कि थरना तो मर्जी उतर पते
She's saying she's not worried at all, and she's very glad that the daughter is being looked after properly there.